Time for us to start hunting them. They've been hunting us long enough.
I have a very slow brain, according to AJ.
I have a cold. I'm kind of dumb.
Hey, AJ, do you want to talk about how you think the Earth is flat?
Do you want to talk about how your feet are flat?
They are flat, but like he legitimately thinks the Earth is
I
flat.
do not think the world is flat. I'm just saying there's some stuff about it.
He's a flat earther.
He thinks the Earth's flat. He's just scared. We're all scared at first.
Okay.
The Earth is a sphere.
Nobody wants to be called a moron,
Axis.
but who cares? If you're right, you're right.
Axis.
Who cares what other people think?
I'm not a flat earther. I'm just saying.
I am.
There's some things about it that make sense. I don't think you can handle it.
The horizon always appears perfectly flat 360 degrees around the observer, regardless of altitude. All amateur balloon, rocket, plane, and drone footage show a completely flat horizon over 20 plus miles high. Only NASA and other government space agencies show curvature in their fake CGI photos and videos. The horizon always rises to the eye level of the observer as altitude is gained, so you never have to look down to see it. If Earth were in fact a globe, no matter how large, as you ascended, the horizon would stay fixed and the observer would have to tilt, looking down further and further to see it.
Trust me, the truth's a lot crazier than the fiction they tell you.
Amateur balloon footage taken above the clouds has provided stunning visual proof that the sun cannot be millions of miles away. In several shots, you can see a clear hotspot reflecting on the clouds directly below the sun's spotlight-like influence. If the sun were actually millions of miles away, such a small localized hotspot could not occur.
Yeah, I know how it is to feel like that some days. Shit. If you've never lost all ability and give a fuck, kind of like they're showing right here, you've never found any truth in this world. Is to find any truth is to break down and curl up in a ball for about 3 days. If you've never done that, you've probably never learned any real truth of what this world is.
Dreams in which I'm dying are the best I've ever had. Find it hard to tell you, I find it hard to think. When people run in circles, it's a very, very children waiting for the day they feel good. Happy birthday, happy birthday. And to feel the way that every child should sit and listen, sit and listen. Went to school and I was very nervous. No one knew me, no one knew me. Teacher, tell me what's my lesson? Look right through me, look right through me.
If we don't take the time and the energy to figure out what things really are and teach our children it, what kind of person are you? I understand being ridiculed sucks, but if you're any kind of a person, you don't care if you're ridiculed for truth. I understand most people won't want their kids ridiculed for this, but would you rather them continue to believe lies? Care about your children and society, people. Everything's been hidden from you. Stop letting them hide God from you, please. I had a subscriber say, well, the reason they do it is because they couldn't get away with all this crap, and she's totally right. I mean, if you can convince people of the greatest, biggest lie ever, you can pull anything over their eyes. But if you knew that something made this place for you, put a dome over it to protect you, everything changes. You know how many less problems we'd have in this world if people realize it's like, dude, you should realize that you're pretty much being watched at every dang blessed moment. Well, your phone's doing that, but you should realize everything that you do, everything that you say, everything matters. The judgment of that will lay on your heart when you're judged. When I'm judged, at least I can say I didn't knowingly spread lies, and I tried to find some truth. Where are all the satellites? Where are all the satellites, people? You know, there's like, what do they say, 13 to 17,000 satellites zooming around. How many of them would have hit each other and all? They talk about all this space debris. I don't see any. Conform. Obey. Oh, here we go. Wouldn't they hit the ISS? Wouldn't you think? Exactly. If it was curved, yeah, that wouldn't keep coming that way. Oh, what do you know? Clouds in front of and behind the sun. Huh. Oh. Yeah, it's 93 million miles away, though. Anybody that doesn't believe in flat Earth, I understand that. First time I saw it, I thought it was the stupidest thing ever, but I did not stop for 2 weeks of doing nothing but researching it, and I couldn't disprove it. And all I did was prove it right. So I tell everybody out there, if you come across something that you think is so stupid and insane, cool. You have no right to talk crap about it until you've done your own research. I suggest you all do that. It will be a life-changing moment. I promise the first 3 days to a week will be very hard. But then you'll come to realize that you see life, existence, the world for what it truly is, as everybody else walks around with their thumb up their butt. I'd rather know truth. I don't know if spreading this truth out there is breaking the sixth seal. I don't know. But to not spread truth and to continue to let them lie to your children is wicked. Yeah. It is funny how all NASA's rockets, they all end up curving after they get up. You're like, well, why wouldn't it keep going straight up? Because it'll hit the dome, people. What I love is you can do your own test. You can use mathematics. You can use being a scientist and doing your own experiments to prove this. But they don't have anything to prove their lies to you, except for CGI. And that's not an experiment. That's not a test. That's not showing you anything. It's CGI because it has to be. Fuck that. It's pretty much them telling you to your face it's a lie because it has to be. They have to tell us everything that they do, and nobody seems to realize that. They have to tell us what they do, or God would not allow it to happen. But if we are so dim that we are told what's going on and what's what, and we don't listen, that's upon us, people. I mean, so many times NASA astronauts have slipped up and literally said truth. And they don't mean to, but it's hard to keep up with all the lies. I do like the symbol of showing that we're kind of like a clock. I want to get one of those flat earth clocks. It's pretty funny. And just look at it. It's in plain sight. The United Nations. Their freaking logo, their map is a flat earth map. Nobody even looks at that and thinks twice. I don't get it. They're telling you in plain freaking sight. Goodness. Stand up and be the resistance. If not you, who? We can't leave this to other people. You will be shunned. You will probably lose some friends. But if they're not willing to look at it, and all they're going to do is ridicule you, are they really your friends? I got plenty of people that ridicule me about it, and they still want to hang out. And I really just don't have time for that. I mean, what's the point of having time for people that are so arrogant and don't even want to understand the world that they live on? They don't want to call people out for the lies. They want to sit there and suck off this and that and not give two craps. Get off work, get drunk, get high, and not give two shits about anything else. I don't have time for that anymore. Oh, imagine that. Oh, yeah. There's where the Nazi symbol came from. Imagine that. So many things have been proven to be lies. So, why don't you realize the lies that you were told about World War I, World War II? All financed by the Rothschilds and the Rockefellers. They finance both sides. How do you win a war? Be on both sides. Finance both sides. Whoever wins, they owe you. Whoever loses, they owe you. There's a couple of these maps like that. If they're true, I think that means there's got to be another sun past the ice wall. It is funny, in every culture, in every history, they do have a dome, a covering of the world. And I know that was Illuminati bull. This is Illuminati crap. But if you look back at every ancient culture, it's always, there's a dome above us. I mean, read your Bible, people. He separated the waters from the waters and made the firmament. As it is above, as it is below. I mean, I don't truly know what's what. I just know what we've been told is a lie. And I know the Bible seems to be truer than just about anything else. Who knows? Maybe we're under an ocean with a dome over our head. I don't know. But what we've been told is a lie. And they always put 666 and everything. Okay, here you go. Egyptians. Nice. Remember over them. And where did they get the ability to tell us such great lies? Television and the computer. First home computer sold for $666.66. Nobody thought that was weird? Didn't more people go to church back then than they do now? Nobody was like, dude, this is demonic. Seems like people are too caught up in other things to actually care. I always like it when people are like, don't fall off the edge. I always tell them, don't spin off your round globe that's going freaking 1,000 miles an hour. Wait a second. I'm recording, finishing this. This has been in plain sight for a long time, people. What do you think they did kill Admiral Byrd? He went crazy and jumped, I think it was a 6 or 7 story window, he supposedly jumped out of. Yeah, you see that little snake, the medical cross in the bottom right? That is the penis of Baphomet. Yay! Pretty freaking demonic, people. The goat with tits. Top right looks the most like the United Nations map now, doesn't it? You know, a lot of people don't talk about this, but it's even proven 5,000 years ago, we pretty much were at the point of having all the knowledge to have the Industrial Revolution. But for some reason we didn't. Yeah, I think we did. And we blew ourselves up. I don't believe in aliens or space. I do believe that part of our culture from before probably didn't lose the technology because they're the ones that won, or they're the ones that were left. Why do you think they want to blow us up again? It's probably not even the people that are advanced than us. The reason our people want to blow us up is because the technology that they have, they don't need us anymore. And when you have so many people you've lied to and taken advantage of for so many generations, you don't want them to stick around if you can't keep holding on to your lie. Yeah, you can look this up. Look into the fake flights. It's hilarious. Try to book one. and they'll cancel it. Besides it being 5 times more than any other flight. Well, NASA translated through Hebrew is to deceive or deceiver.